Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video to the channel. Welcome to Friday, which only means one thing. Welcome to Runescape free Marketwatch. So in terms of updates for this week, we have the return of the Blooming Burrow, and if you haven't done the brand new seasonal quest, I do have a link in the description and in the corner of the video for you guys to check out, as well as some other things where we have the April's month ahead. Now I haven't done a video on this because I wasn't overly excited or hyped for it, so I kind of left it go. It might be something we have a little bit of look on in the next couple of weeks, but in terms of this week, kind of a passive update in terms of the seasonal event. The seasonal event doesn't seem too bad to go and train certain things on an account, and I do think the Hogger will go and pay some attention to it in a little while. However, we are not here for that. We are here for one thing and one thing only. Welcome to Runescape free Marketwatch, where we go through the price rises and price falls on a Runescape free homepage, grand exchange page to see whether things are up in price, down in price, worthwhile doing for a little bit of extra money, and seeing if you can get a little bit more money in your Runescape free time. Now we are still in the midst of Haven Hive and Haven Hive coming to the game, along with some brand new items which will pretty much dominate this week. However, let's see where we are in terms of these kind of prices. So we have the Apex Hide, Leather and Sinew being at the top of the price rises this week. This is mainly down to them being brand new items, but the Leather last night was buying for 65,000 coins, Apex around 55 for the Hide, and I've not really checked out for Sinew, but again, these will settle over the next couple of weeks. They'll find out where they are. Apparently the new version of Big Game Hunter is actually pretty decent GP, so I think the main account is going to go and explore it in a little while over the next week to see whether it's worthwhile you doing. We have a regular Chinchomper and now at 524 GP each, and a Black Chinchomper now going up to 772. The Black Chinchomper is because it's new, it will need to find its price, but it's a pretty big rise on the standard Chinchomper as well. We have the Raw Giant Kebbit meat at 23.2k, as well as the Raw Giant Chinchomper meat as well. These will be way off the price we're actually selling for. If you're looking to do a bit of Big Game Hunter and looking to use these items, go and check the margin, check what the high price is, check what the low price is, and just slowly buy them over time as well. It'll be very limited in terms of how much of it is in the game, so you want to try and buy it as low of a price as possible, so just take a little bit of time buying it over a couple of days. We now have Ectoplasm at 1086 GP each. We have the Magic Skull Mask from Ivar, 14.5 thousand coins, as well as the Bone Crusher Maul at 7.2 thousand coins. Again, because they're brand new, these items probably aren't where they need to be, but the Bone Crusher Maul is something I'm going to be trying on the Grab a Hug count because it does seem to be quite decent in terms of a low level weapon. We have Ghostly Essence at 8.2 thousand coins each. This crashed and rebounded. Normally when the Ghostly Essence rebounds, it goes up even further than what it did before, and I think it caps out at like 12 to 13,000 coins. So really worthwhile seeing where this is going to. Basically with Ghostly Essence, not enough of it comes into the game, so whenever it does crash, it is always worth picking it up because it will always go up. We have a Glorious Bar at 8.6 mil each. This is used for Masterwork, and the Masterwork range armor is going to be something which is going to be going up in price quite a lot because it is actually a decent armor set. And because of that, the resources needed to go and make this will be extremely expensive for the next couple of months, until it settles, until the sort of amount of armor in the game sort of levels out to the demand for that as well. The Ode to Deceit, which is a weapon which is being used for the brand new material components to make perks, is now 150.1 mil, pretty much doubled from where it did before the update. I still think this has got a long way to go. Yes, people would have got their perks by now, but I still think a lot have been taken out of the game, and they're not coming back into the game at the same sort of speed. So really sort of excited to see where this sort of levels out, because this will show whether Jagex's idea of reducing the drop rate but then also making it into an invention material has actually worked or not. We have a Potion Flask actually going up now to 6.6 thousand coins, and this was always going to happen. The sell-off for all the flasks was way too aggressive, and now it's going to have to balance between the demand and also the volume coming in. If there's a surplus volume on a Grand Exchange, it's only going to take a couple of weeks or a couple of months for that to be eaten away, and then Potion Flasks actually might go even higher. So we'll keep an eye on this because this could still be a very worthwhile daily or even a worthwhile mining money making method if you are looking to do something quite AFK. We have Bane Bars at 11.2 thousand coins each. We highlighted it last week and the week before. The Smithing Bars are just having a bit of a surge at the minute, and they kind of rotate between all of them on which one was going up. A couple of weeks ago it was Necronium, last week it was Orichalcum, and it seems to be Bane which is up in price. 11.2k for a Bane Bar though does seem a little bit cheap compared to how much the others pushed up, so definitely want to keep an eye on and see how that goes. So as mentioned before, Masterwork range body and chaps and the whole armor set is now in the game. Currently valued at 176 mil for the body, which is nowhere near what the price will be, and the chaps is 136.7. Again, these will be very niche items, very low volume in a Grand Exchange, and if you're going to make these and make this set, I imagine you could leave an offer in a grand exchange and pretty much pick a price. As long as it's not completely out of the range it should be, you might get lucky and it might sell as well. Keys of Crossing still going pretty strong. 311k is again a very high price for them. It's probably one of the strongest prices they've been in a little while. We have Molten Glass at 247 GP each. The Zamorak thing here is 227.3 thousand coins each. That'll be because of components and stuff like that as well. It will disassemble into Zami components. Because of that, people will buy it to do their perks. Spirit Seed, 2.2 thousand coins each. We have a Volatile Chinchomper, which is a brand new farming, player-owned farm animal. 67.7k, again, will be nowhere near where it needs to be. People will need this as well to go and finish off their player-owned farm log. And again, that's linked to things like Trim Cape, so people will go and pay the price for it. Congealed Blood, now 278 GP each. We have Gold Rune at 2.8 thousand coins. A Crystal Flask is now 1.3 thousand coins, and Eternal Magical Wood Spirit, 8.5 thousand coins. Why this is expensive is what it is, I'll never know, but it's always been a lot more than what the price of a log is, so I don't know. We then have the next one, the Roar of Awakening, 151.7 mil. Mentioned before with Deceit, that's because it's for the new invention components. Regular Ghosty Ink, 6.9 thousand coins. Spirit Runes up in price, 76. We have Imperial Steel at 2.7k each and an Arrow Shaft at 41 GP each. We have Ascension Shard. This was something which went up quite strongly because it was bought out a little while ago. 2.9k, maybe that's starting to go back up again. And we have the Masterwork range Cow, Van Braces and Boots going up as well. The Apex Hide set, which is basically your version of Starbloom and Primal for range and for the Hunter Hides as well. 10.3 mil for that. We'll be doing a video exploring that on the main account at some point as well. So really interested to see what that's going to be like in terms of crafting XP, whether it's any different to what the Starbloom is or whether it's going to be more. But the fact that the hides are stackable is really nice as well because it just means it gives you variety in like trying to get to where you need to in terms of crafting. Kopesh of Tumakan is 82.3 mil. Again, very similar to the Ode to Deceit and the Roar of Awakening. That is going to be disassembled into those components. We have Robo the First Necromancer, 123.5 mil. The Omni Guard at 180 mil is incredibly cheap. I didn't realize it crashed down that much, but that's a tier 95 weapon at 180 mil. That is unbelievably cheap. We have a Chaos Soror Ability Codex, 194 mil. This is going up because melee is strong again, and because melee is strong again, you have that shift in price of things. So that's why the Necromancy items went down a bit and like the melee items went up. Range and Mage are still, by the sound of it, quite left behind. But again, we are making amendments to the combat side as well, so who knows where we'll be. The Vestments of Havoc Hood, 162.5 mil. Snapegrass, 313. Dinosaur Hide, 382k. And a Hand Cannon going up because of the ability for perks and components and stuff, just under 700k. Ascension Bolts, 2.7. Dracolith, 4.8. A Giant Crayfish, 418. And an Apex Hide Body, plus 4, 2.6 mil each. I'm going to have a play with that because that might be at a price where you can actually make some money crafting it, but we'll see where we go with that. Willow Planks because they're used in a lot of the Haven Hive for repairs, 2.6k each. Bainite Ore because the bars are going up, 4.7, and a Zaros God Sword, 244.8 mil. We have an Addy Bar, 5.4k each, Felt, 3,000 coins. The Spears, so we've got the Spear of Annihilation at 58.5 mil. The Masterwork Spear, 276. We have Asian Gravel, 869 GP each. Orichalcum Bar still going up 10.4k and Phasmite 6.1k, and the Black Dragon Egg is going to be just under 200k. So in terms of items here, we still have Perkscape pushing up. We have Smithing Bars as well, really pushing up, and some of the ores following suit as well. We have some new stuff from Haven Hive. We have the Masterwork stuff as well, and items to make Masterwork up going quite aggressively. So quite a few good things dotted around in price rises actually. There's a lot there you could focus on to make a lot of money very, very quick, which is really nice. Now going on to price falls to start this week, we have Pure Essence 27 GP each, Magic and U composite bows down to under 700k each, so anything which uses the alchemical Hydrix, worthwhile having a look at and seeing how cheap that is in terms of price. We have Crystal Skill Chompers, 1.6 thousand each, Black Dragon Hide going very cheap, under 1500 coins for a Black Dragon Hide is incredibly cheap, and if you're someone looking to train crafting, this could be something, whether the leather price is going to follow down, you could definitely pick up some crafting supplies for a very cheap price. Rune Chain Body, 17.4. Blue Blubber Jellyfish, 6,000 coins each. Again, very cheap there. Dragging Him Bones, 8.2 thousand coins. That is, for me, starting to become a buy. Dragging Him Bones are very good for prayer XP, and to be that kind of price is just wow. Raw Rocktails 913, Willowwood Spirits 3.2 thousand coins, Eternal Magical Logs 4,000 coins, in Soft Clay just over 1,000. We have 2 Half of Keys at 7.8k, Dinosaur Bones as well going down 11.1 thousand coins, and Clockwork 7.5k. We have Cooked Rocktails 802, Biscuits 6.4k each, and a Raw Poya Meat at 1.4k. Mahogany Logs 610, we have Meerkat Pouches 131k, Green Dragonhide 573, Blue Dragonhide 913, exceptionally cheap. Now, Blue Dragonhide to be under 1,000 coins is criminal. Like, I'd love to see what the prices of levers are, and maybe this is something I'm just going to go and pay a visit on because, again, it is so cheap. Talking about so cheap, look at the price of those Dragon Bones. 1,000 coins for a Dragon Bone is wild. Prayer is such an exceptionally cheap skill now, especially because you can train it so quick with the Powder of Burials. Dragon Bones is so good. If you're someone who's not 95 prayer yet and don't have access to the curses, I would highly consider looking at the price of those Dragon Bones because you would probably only need around 40 mil to go and get 95 prayer, which is so game changing because you'll have soul splits and the curses. 40 mil really won't take you too much, and if you're looking for ways to make some money, I have a whole playlist of money making videos for you guys to go and check out. That can be exceptionally quick to go and find. We have Zerosian Insignia at 7.2 thousand coins each, Lumite at 2,000 coins, Sailfish Soup 24k, and a Manuscript of Jazz at 61.4k each. Crystal Keys 14.8, a Masterwork Thread 20.6, Poundful Necroplasm 583, and Greater is going to be 371. Mochella Mushrooms 120, Bloodweed Seed 47k each. Raw Rabbit continuing to go down 440 GP each, so you people who do play around farms, really good way to go and feed your dinosaurs and your other stuff as well. At that kind of price, that is exceptionally cheap for some meat to feed the animals. We have Super Stores 2.8k each, the small historic crates 1.5. The big one a little bit further up was also down as well, so historic components going down in price quite aggressively. Cannonballs 784 GP each. If you're someone who uses cannonballs, that can be a very good price because we've seen cannonballs go down before and they've also bounced up, so whether that's going to happen again, we'll have to see over the next couple of weeks. We have an Arbok Seed 30.6k each, Vampirism Gloves 8.7 mil. Really interested to see where these are going to sort of level out because I still think they're a very useful item and something which definitely mid-levels could get some benefit from. We have the Shard of Genesis 828 mil, Berserker Ring 10.6. We have Azure Dragon Breath Cosmetic 16.3 and an Equipment Siphon at just under 200k. Adamant Dragon Bones or the Hardened Dragon Bones is 8.8 thousand coins each. So again, whether they're better or Dragonkin are better, you've got some really high level bones at 8,000 coins each. Really good price. And again, like there's some price falls this week which are really good to jump on as well. We have Emeralds 368 GP each, Dragon Metal 3.1k, and Battle Staffs going down quite aggressively. 4.7k is not quite the price we used to pay like a year or so ago, but they've gone down enough now where you could still buy some orbs at a very cheap price and throw them in your auto alchers and make a fortune from. Like Battle Staffs have gone down compared to where they used to be such a huge amount, and if you're someone who's looking to go and train crafting, yes, you could definitely bottom out a lot more. Surprisingly, like around Christmas, it went to 4,000 coins. That's probably where I'd look to buy them again, but you can make so much money with Battle Staffs because the out price is just so high. So definitely one for us to keep an eye out for the future. We have Raw Blue Blubber Jellyfish 7.6k each, and then the Vital Spark 91k, so under 100k now for a Vital Spark. And then finally a Flesh Rune 561 GP each. So wow. Yes, the price rises was great. There's loads of different things here. But in terms of investing and looking at stuff here, price falls has just as much things. You have Fortunate Components going down, Dragonhide prices through the floor, and you gotta think as well, like Dragonhide prices, and I'm gonna tag Battle Staffs with this as well, have the ability to be held by a certain point because of the out value of the materials you can make. If you're someone who's got the time to turn these Dragonhides into levers, and again, it's very quick whether you use Make Leather or you use the Porter to be able to do that, and also craft them, not only are you going to get the crafting XP, you're going to get a lot of GP because of the price of those items as well. But also bones, Dragonkin bones, and also Addy Dragon bones as well, really far down. Components, cannonballs, loads of items here as well, worthwhile picking up as well. But a very sort of volatile market at the minute. You have a lot of new items and a lot of new things going up in price because the methods have shifted and because like certain metas and certain methods have changed, other items are going down as well. However, that's going to wrap up this week in Marketwatch. Let me know what you guys think. Really interested to see what you guys think of this sort of market at the minute as well. If you haven't done the Easter quest, as always, it will be in the corner of the video in the description as well as some other videos I think you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.